Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Sunaina Zulaika and today I will be kicking off our group presentation for Group 1 from class ITT632 Our project is a mobile application with the title MotoMinder, a rider's companion. So, before we dive deep into our presentation, I would like to introduce my team members, Hariz Daniel, myself, Putri Auni Nur Izzati, Sharifah Zulaika, and Nur Aida Adila. To give you an overview of the MotoMinder, this application is specifically engineered for budget-conscious students and motorcycle enthusiasts to manage their vehicles efficiently. For front-end development, we built the application natively using Android Studio with Java and XML to deliver a clean, responsive user interface. On the backend, we integrated 3 core cloud services to ensure real-time data synchronization. First is a Firebase Authentication, second is a Firebase Realtime Database, and the third one is the Google Maps platform. Furthermore, we enhanced the application by integrating a custom in-house web service built from scratch using Node.js and PostgreSQL to effortlessly manage workshop bookings.
Hi, I am Adila and I will demonstrate the user authentication by Firebase Authentication. So as shown is the registration screen. So let's try to leave the email and password field blank and the password shorter than 6 characters to see if the app can display proper UI errors using those messages. And yes, it's successful. So once it's successful, the Firebase console will update the data by clicking on the refresh button first. So now we also can add accounts manually. So once we successfully add, let's try to log in the app. So right now I'm trying to put incorrect password to see if any error message, and yes, the error message appears when I enter the wrong password. So let's try to re-enter the password and refresh the button, and yes, the login was successful as well as the authentication sign in Firebase console.
Moving on to my specific contribution, I developed the Google Map integration module, applying the practical principle that we mastered in Lab 7. This core geolocation feature loads an interactive map that tracks the user real-time device location, allowing them to easily spot nearby motorcycle workshops and petrol stations within a set radius. Technically, this was natively achieved using the Google Maps SDK for Android and the Google Places API. To make the app robust and secure, I implemented Android runtime permissions to request access find location. If GPS access is denied or turned off, the app's will built-in error handling automatically restrict the search function and flashes a protective toast message warning. This completely prevents empty API calls and keep the application running smoothly without crashing.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Sharifah Zulaika, and now I will explain and demonstrate the fuel economy calculator features in MotoMinder. This feature is designed to help motorcycle riders, especially students and daily commuters, estimate their fuel usage and remaining riding range. By knowing the estimate distance, they can still travel and can better plan their journeys and manage their fuel expenses more efficiently. For this demonstration, I will enter the required information into the calculator. The user needs to provide the fuel tank size, the distance traveled, and the fuel efficiency of the motorcycles. Once all the information has been entered, simply press the calculate button. The application first validates the input to make sure all required fields have been complete. This helps prevent invalid calculation, such as missing values and division by 0. After the calculation is completed, the application displays the estimated fuel usage together with the remaining riding range. So overall, the fuel economy calculators provide a simple and practical solution to help riders monitor their fuel consumption, estimate their remaining travel distance, and better plan their daily rides.
Now, I'm gonna demonstrate on the Firebase Realtime Database data publishing and live synchronization in community tips feed. So let's try to type a tip to post in the community tips feed. and click the post-it button and successful. As you can see, the note generated instantly in Firebase backend console, which uses built-in offline caching. So this can keep MotoMinder from crash when the internet drops. So here I tried to modify the database values manually and it succeeded with the help of Firebase live synchronization.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Hariz and Mohamed Kawi. So I will be demonstrating the booking feature. And since our team decided to go build a custom in-house web service using a 3-tier cloud architecture to give us complete control over our data. So as you can see here, this is our code and this is the booking page. So just a little bit explanation about the code. The code will be passed into the tools that I've used, which is render and also Superbase. So this is the information that the system will pass. So okay, let's demo it. So let's say if I want to type let's fill out the form for our booking page, and we can select the service type. There is a lot of service type here, which is routine maintenance, oil change, tire replacement, engine dynasty and repair, and also brake inspection. So let's say I want to pick the oil change. I can make the appointment and also pick the time for the appointment. Let's say it's 3 p.m. So for the contact information, I can fill out my email. Let's say hariz104@gmail.com, and my phone number is, let's use the dummy one, and I can like give any remarks if I want. Let's say like, please contact me if anything. So once I have filled this workshop page, there is a booking information that the user or the customer will need to read, such as please arrive at least 10 minutes before appointment and whatnot. So if I click the book appointment, so supposedly so here is the tools that I have used, which is the render. I have used this for the hosting, and if anything, if the data wants to pass down, it will pass down here. And this is the Superbase, which is this is the log or the back end for this booking page, which if there is any, since I have filled out the form earlier, so this is the data that have been filled out earlier. So we can see that there is the username, and this is the workshop that I have just put it recently, and this is the data that I want, the date and the time that I want to book. So the status will be pending. So I think that's all for my part. Thank you.
Okay, so next I will present the My Garage module. So first, this is the My Vehicle page where user can see the list of motorcycles that have been saved in the application. Okay, so to proceed, to add a new motorcycle, the user clicks Add Vehicle button. On the Add Vehicle page, the user can select the motorcycle brand and also model, and then the user needs to enter manufacturing year and estimate daily mileage before clicking save. Okay, for example, we choose the brand and model, and then we fill in the year. Okay, and then estimate daily mileage. Okay, and then we click save. Okay, so if the user taps on save vehicle, the application opens the vehicle detail page. Okay, from there the user can update vehicle. Okay, for example, I change Honda to Yamaha. Okay. And then click update. Okay. And also user can delete the vehicle. Okay. So this allows user to manage multiple motorcycles more easily within the app. Okay, so for this module, the interface is built using Java and XML in Android Studio. So while the data is stored locally using SQLite through the database helper class, so this allows the app to perform create, read, update, and delete operation directly on the device. For error handling, input validation is included before saving the vehicle data. For example, if the mileage field is empty, the application will display an error and stop the process, save process. Okay, so the user must fill in all the data. In conclusion, MotoMinder is an Android application designed to help users manage motorcycle-related tasks in one place. So the app includes features such as login, registration, workshop locator, fuel calculator, community tips, and safe vehicle reminders, and also booking services. So this project combines both mobile application development and cloud computing technologies, including Firebase Authentication, Firebase Realtime Database, Google Maps API, and our in-house booking backend connected to Superbase PostGRE SQL. So overall, MotoMinder provides a more organized and convenient way for riders to manage their motorcycle and daily maintenance needs.